the first tour I did, the debut, I did auditions and hired session people, and everybody did what they were told. So we rehearsed very well, and the first show was like that, and all the other shows were like that. So it was very nailed down. And I made a promise through that tour that I would never do that again. So slowly I moved towards where I was halfway there with post-tour and completely there with homogenic. That I gave people half things they could do, and the other half was space for them to grow and license to change things. Because most of all, if I have told everybody what to do and how to do it, I walk on stage and I'm bored stiff. You know, I'm like, it's death. So for me to walk on stage and I will sing something and then somebody will play something that I'd never thought of. It's like excellent, you know. And that's why you look forward to the next show, you know. Obviously on Vespertine tour, you couldn't go that far because you had an orchestra and you had a choir. So you can't be that spontaneous, you know. What was excellent about Zina and Matmos is they're very good at that. They could completely keep in line with the orchestra and the choir, but still kind of really, and I could hear with Matmos, like every show they had gone somewhere and found new sounds and new things, and just to be completely selfish, that was what kept me excited, you know. And with Zina and Matmos, those kind of spontaneous squirts.
There is this world, it's the harp world of, you know, harpists, and I've always been quite apart from that, you know, because I didn't really study formally. I studied mostly on my own, so I was never really a part, you know, I didn't have a lot of friends that were harpists or anything like that. So I don't think it's that normal to be that aggressive with the instrument. I know there are a few people here and there that do more radical things, but for me, I think it's a very beautiful melody instrument, but I also think it's an incredible percussive kind of instrument as well. Just this like kind of fantastic sound maker and not just a beautiful melody machine. So I love to approach it with putting both things into it.
Yeah, I think I've always been obsessed with the harp since I was a little girl. I think probably the utopian element it brings, sort of the sugary sweet thing. Also maybe because I was brought up with so much guitar music and overdosed probably, and the harp being sort of a plucked string instrument but not a guitar. I think probably the reason why I for Vespertine was sort of ended up being the album where there's harp in almost every song is because I focused on the laptop sound, like which instrument would download prettily, and that is one instrument that actually does. I started writing the harp arrangements on my laptop and would rent a harp and play it in my room and get blisters. It was really fun. And be really bad, of course, but just to kind of get the feel of it. Then I would start to search for harp players, and I think I tried 3. And a friend of mine recommended Zina to me. That she was definitely one that was very disciplined and very, you could get those sort of whole romantic element of the harp, the conservative. And also she definitely had her own style and her own character. and she could take things you give to her and take it further and make it her own.
It seems that once she decided that she wanted me to do it, it was very open to what I could do. Once she had sort of decided that whatever she knew of my sensibility, she seemed to like, that I was open to just do stuff, which was really, you know, for someone that likes to make things, it's couldn't ask for a more perfect situation, you know, because I was able to do the things that were already there, that, you know, parts that needed to be done, and then I could make up my own things. So that's, you know, that's a very luxurious kind of working situation to be in.
I saw an interview of Björk, then I realized that she's trying to express her music, and we help her expressing the music that she wants to give. We're like an instrument. This is the first time we ever worked together as a choir. Björk put us together. And some of the girls haven't even been on choirs before.
But everybody has some kind of, you know, they have been singing. Some of them are recording artists.
Yeah, but they're most solo singers.
Yeah.
So I think we're doing a pretty good job.
I love him, I love him, I love him, I love him. She loves him, 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 she loves him. I think the last puzzle for the tour was the choir. I knew I wanted some vocals, and I had ended up recording with an English choir that was very neutral, and they would sing all these things. We asked them to sing, and then we would chop them to pieces and kind of use bits and change them and put effects on it and all sorts of things. So we used them more as a material. Then just before the tour, I decided to go on a 3-week holiday and went just to the place I wanted to go myself, and went to Greenland, and realized after like 3 days that, you know, of course, you know, it should be a Greenlandic choir, so I put advertisements in the supermarkets that were there, and would put a little announcement on the radio, and then I would start auditioning in a hotel I was staying at, and ask them to sing. Each girl had to sing one song.